What's up, everyone? Hello, 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 hello. Hello. How are we, everyone? Welcome along. Cubecast episode... checks his own title. 17. Gosh. Gosh and golly. Welcome along, everyone. We've got a show for you today. Yes, sir. We have got some things to talk about. We are going to be talking very, very soon to Matthew Mayernick, who's chilling in the waiting room just now. We're going to talk about streaming, how to stream real good. We're going to get the story of Happy Feet, talk a little bit about cubing in the wider context. We might start yapping about YouTube stuff as well, because we're both kind of nerds for YouTube. What else are we going to talk about? I need to talk about my last video. I need to address the drama about my last video about that scramble. Some people in my comments are not happy, so I just need to clarify some stuff about that scramble. We'll get to that. Any excuse to make a video with the title addressing the drama, I will take, basically. We're going to have a look at a very silly comp, which is potentially a war crime. So that's coming up later. We're also going to look at the Aosu V7 fancy versions. We got a video from Antoine, who has not messaged me back yet, but he's a friend of the show, Antoine Canton. I'm going to assume he's cool with me looking at his video, but hopefully he'll message me back. We've got some fresh GAN information as well, like really fresh Discord grade, really fresh Reddit grade GAN info. And we're also going to have a look at the Tornado V4. Obviously, we're going to talk some more about the Tornado V4 in T-minus 8 days US time. 8 days we will have the Tornado V4. Will we have the Pioneer at launch? We don't know. We don't know. What's up, everyone in chat? Wesley, shout out to Tommy Cherry via Wesley. Okay, I'm doing shout outs via people this morning. What's up, JDB? What's up, James? Welcome. What's up, Ian? Panda flexing a 5 3 days in a row. Oh my gosh, Wesley, how about that tornado? How about that tornado, huh? Yeah, that's exciting. Cole Shaft in the chat says he saw Matthew recently. Shout out. What's up, Miles? What's up, Clara? What's up, Cube Pianist? I wasn't really roasting Soup Timmy in the thumbnail. That wasn't my intention to roast Soup Timmy. I was just having jokes with the only photo that I had available of Matthew Mayernick. Speaking of Matthew Mayernick, everyone, let's bring him in, shall we now? I don't have a Matthew button. Where are we? Dies slowly. There's the button there. What's up, Matthew? Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm pretty decent. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm just going to adjust your volume back up so that everyone can hear you. Let me know in the chat if the volume levels are diabolical, by the way, between me and Matthew, but on screen it looks like we're chilling. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Matthew. I appreciate it. Hey, why don't you go ahead and for all the people at home, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us who you are, what you do, where you are, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I'm Matthew Mayernick. I own a production company called Happy Feet Productions that does all the major championship live streams, at least here in the United States and North America. And basically, I'm in like the Detroit area, so I'm heavily ingrained more into the Michigan speedcubing scene if you are kind of going by the United States. So I grew up going to, Ann Arbor competitions. They had lots of Michigan cubing club competitions that I would go to as a kid. That's how I got into it back in 2018. And then I just kind of did like a bunch of, film classes in school that ended up leading me to getting into broadcasting. That just kind of combined the two passions and created my company, Happy Feet Productions, that does all the major championship live streams. So, yeah.
Very cool. So I'm just looking up Michigan on the map here. So north, south, east, west. So you're not... I struggle with because there's a few sort of like... It's like gangs in America with the cube. There's like West Coast cubing and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Have you done anything with West Coast cubing? Forgive me if that's a stupid question, but I get confused.
I've done stuff. I'm good friends with Michael Chai and Manu, and a lot of people like Shane Grogan, like a lot of just West Coast cubers that I've met at like major championships and stuff. So they also have like cubers live down there, so I've helped them out with like their live streams a lot of times. So I'd like let them use graphics and stuff from Happy Feet to make their streams look good and everything. So that's so I do a lot of work down there in the West Coast too. just kind of grow cubing in general, that sort
Yeah.
of thing. So I've done a lot of work in the West Coast, but I reside in Michigan. So
Okay.
um, so I guess there you could say like I'm part of like the Michigan gang, but I am a sympathizer to the West Coast, you could
Okay.
say.
Okay. That's cool. We'll love to see that. Love to see that collaboration. Okay. So what I'd love to you've alluded to it already, talking about film school and broadcasting and things like that. I would love to have you sort of explain the story, like your origin story, right? You're like your origin story for Happy Feet. Where did it come from? We are gonna have to ask about the name at some point. But where did the whole thing come from? What was it born out of? Oh, we still there? Is Matthew frozen? Rutro. Oh,
Yo,
you're back. You're
we
back. You're back.
okay, okay.
Did you hear the
Sweet. Yeah,
question?
so basically yeah, I did.
Okay, great.
So back when I was in high school, I started doing a film program um with like they're like a local public access TV station that basically had it where for your last hour of the day, your last class of the day, if you filmed after school activities like football games, basketball games, volleyball games, you could take that hour off during school. So I would go and I would do like all these games and stuff, and I became really good at like instant replay, and that's why I learned how to do like a lot of things, just kind of know the in and outs of how broadcast work. So I did that for like basically all 4 years of high school. Um, and because of that, I was able to, go into college, and I actually am a math major. So I don't really have any formal like schooling at all besides like obviously that class in terms of like any kind of like broadcast experience. But my freshman year of college, I was approached by just someone who lived in like the same dormitory as me and was like, hey, I would like do the sports broadcasting stuff. We need like more camera people and some replay operators. Can you do that? So I started doing that kind of thing. Um, and then by the end of that school year, we ended up having to film, our like department had to film commencement. And I've been doing instant replay for all the sports and stuff up to that point for the my college. And the when I was being a cameraman for commencement, the basketball coach came up to me and he was like, "Are you guys a sports broadcasting department?" I was like, "Yeah." And up to this point, yeah, I've been doing all the instant replays for basketball. And he was like, "Hey, tell whoever the instant replay operator is that they're doing an amazing job because I use all of those replays for like game film." And I was like, well, that's actually me. And he was like, dude, you do like awesome work. You should, like, what do you want to do with all of it? And I'm like, well, I kind of just want to do like be a math guy or something like that. Cause like I'm getting my math degree. I don't really do stuff in broadcasting. I kind of do this for the fun of it. And he's like, there's no like kind of passion or anything like you have. And I was like, well, I do Rubik's Cube solving. And I've always kind of wanted to do a Rubik's Cube live stream, but like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like something that would be like totally like the best idea for me to do. And he's like, dude, you should like do it now. You should try it. You should go for it if you've always wanted to do it. So then that next week, I emailed my local delegate at the time, Blake Thompson. He's now a board director of the World Cube Association, and
Shine.
was like, "Hey, can I like, is it possible for me to like live stream a Rubik's Cube competition? Like, what would it be? Like, I've done all these things with my high school, my college. I think I have like basic equipment enough to like put one on." Um, and he was just like, all right, I can connect you to this guy named John Epley. So then John Epley organizes all these competitions in Michigan, and he always tries to add something new each time. So he brings in like coffee for parents. He tries to get a
Smart.
t-shirt guy selling t-shirts outside. Like he's always trying to innovate and stuff to try to make it just a better experience for everyone. So so Blake is just like, all right, I already know this guy John is gonna want like someone to do like a live stream. Like it's right up his alley. So I got like on a call with John, like explain this. And he's like, yeah, totally. You can set up in my competition. You can do a live stream. So I did that whole live stream basically, and they loved it. We had it like on a projector going onto like the wall and stuff. So it was like almost like a jumbotron type thing. It was like really cool. Like the kids loved it. We were able to show like the schedule and things, so the competition was able to like, people were able to understand what group was going on too. Um, and that was like Blue Water Bridge Open 2022. So then after that, John Epley was like, "Hey, do you want to just do like Great Lakes Championship? We're going to be doing that like in a couple of months." So I was like, yeah, sure, let's do that. So then I ended up doing Great Lakes Championship, and I was like, man, I really want to go and do, U.S. Nationals. Like, I think it would just be like such a fun thing to do U.S. Nationals. So later that year, I end up like, I can't just go and like ask to do U.S. Nationals without like, actually being like legit. Like it's like some scrub from Michigan just like asking to do U.S. Nationals. So I'm like, all right, let me create like, like my company. So my Xbox gamer tag up to that point was Happy Feet Gremlin, and I had been streaming. If you go back to my Twitch, Dylan Miller would be like one of my followers in like 2020. I used to like just do solves and do like Let's Cube. just like a racing thing on Twitch. So it was Happy Feet Gremlins. I'm like, Happy Feet Gremlins, like such a long company name. So I'm like, all right, let's do Happy Feet Productions. And yeah, I formed an LLC in November. And then like the next, once I got my with my like certificate of like organization from like Michigan state government, I like the next day I sent an email to Cubing USA to put in a bid proposal for to do, you know, US nationals. And then from there it's kind of just like continue spiraling and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
very
yeah.
cool. Okay. So that okay, so let's touch on the name then. So yeah, I noticed that because I did see that in your YouTube bio that it's still Happy Feet Gremlin as your Twitch
Yeah.
channel. Is it a reference? It must be a reference to the movie.
Yeah, sort of. My fantasy football team was always the Gremlins. I don't know why I always chose that. I just kind
Okay.
of made that up for like a young age. So that's the ground part. Happy Feet. So my family always like since I was a kid, they've always said I've always done it. But whenever I get an adrenaline rush, I'll like jump up and down and flap my arms. Something called stimming. So it's common in
Yes.
kids with autism. But the thing is, I don't have autism. But there's like a subset of people have who stim but aren't like don't have autism. So basically I'm just like in that subset and like I've never grown out of it. I still do it while watching football games. I'll jump up and down and flap my arms. So it's kind of like I'm happy feet with it.
That's
So
so
that's kind of like the
funny.
nuance of the name.
My daughter
Yeah.
Georgie has the exact same stim. She just her arms go like this and she leaps up and down into the air. And she's not
Yeah.
autistic either, but she has this really intense stim. That's so funny. Okay, wow, there we go. There's the origin. So it was just you at the beginning, and I assume there's a team now. How is that developed?
Well, I mean, so my dad has been with me for every single one of these competitions. So
Shout out
it's
to the
like
dads.
the common thing for me is like I'll do something and I'll just like start doing it, and then my dad will be like, "Dude, you could do this like so much better," and then he'll like start doing that. And even like now, John Epley, he's kind of the same way as me. Is that he does a lot of stuff for Happy Feet now, where he's like kind of a visionary. So it's like along the way, we picked up a guy named Tyler Rose, and he is our technical director, and he does a ton of other behind the scenes stuff in terms of making graphics and doing a lot of the logistical things when we go to these competitions. And he's a Michigan delegate too. Um, and he actually got formal schooling in this. He got like a degree in broadcasting from Michigan State.
Yeah, right.
So for like it's been super nice to have him on because it's like basically the story is me and John Epley are like, oh, what happens if we do this? How happens if we put these cameras here? And then we start doing it and like our wires are all jank and everything. And then my dad and Tyler Rose are like, all right, this is how you actually like tape things down properly. This is how we actually like do these things. So it's kind of cool like seeing just like the balance of a team of like, you know, I think it's like where you surround yourself with certain people because I don't think the broadcast would be anything without like the people that have like helped me along the way. Because like my specialty is instant replay. So
Yeah,
like my main contribution is like I know how to set up an instant replay machine. I knew what I was looking for. I knew like, all right, this is be like really good for this. Like you know, how we can like the optimal way to like have like a broadcast pattern and stuff for like instant replays. But when it comes down to like other things where it's like, oh, this is how you like I've never got any formal schooling on how to like, you know, properly tape down like chords and stuff. So
yeah.
Tyler is just like, all
You
right,
didn't
this
go
is
to
what we learned
gaff
in like
school?
Michigan State. No, I didn't go to GAF school. So it's like I used to have my chords just like lying around, but then like Tyler's like, no, just like spend $30 on tape and like tape it down, make it look good, make it look professional. And it's been like miles better. And it's like, it's been super nice. So like when we show up to the Mall of America, we're actually like, you know, we're more of like a professional production company at that point. And we're able to like, you know, I think hopefully give Cuban a good name. Like, hey, we're like here to play. We're a real sport. We have real people around
Yeah.
us. So yeah, and to be honest, that's what it is because my boy Tyler, he's professionally trained. So yeah,
Yeah, I know that's great. You need it when you're building a team like that. You need hectic ideas people who are just like, "Whoa, we need this." You need vision, but you also
yeah.
need some real dad players who are just like, "Where's my tape? Where's my tape? Someone's going to trip on this. What's happening here? Come on now. This is a mess. Let's sort this out." I think your mum might be in the chat, by the way. I've just given a shout out to your
Oh,
dad
really?
there. Yeah,
Linda?
I think so. Linda's in the chat. Shout out to the mums and dads. Um, so yeah, that's the team essentially, is it? There's this. We're getting lots of shout outs for T Rose in the chat as well. The team is you, T
Yeah.
Rose, your dad.
So there's like a bunch of different
Appleby.
like everyone's an independent contractor when
Yeah,
it
right.
comes down to it. So like it sometimes changes based on like location of the competition. Like you'll pick up people locally to certain areas or you know that kind of thing. So I mean like some there's been countless other people who've helped us out too filling in other tasks, playing a large part throughout it all. Like my first ever independent contractor I hired was like my friend who I interned with at high school, Michael, and he's been great too. He's helped us out. He went to North American Championships with us. Um, so no, it's been there's like just people you pick up like all around the place. But when it comes down to like, you know, the core team, it's probably like us four there who've, you know, been doing it all from like the kind of the beginning.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
right. Very cool. Hey, so like a question I'm interested to ask. Your mom's getting lots of shout outs in the chat as well. Benjamin, official Timmy Benjamin in the chat as well, saying production quality really matters. It shows your graphics on screen are real sharp. Like there's no wasted space. Like it's all very clean. It's so interesting you're saying you're coming from like having done sports before coming into this, because you can see that on the screen with your streams, which I really like. So I guess my question now, don't reveal anything financially sensitive, but I'm like, where's the backing coming from at the moment? Like, what does that look like? I don't know what the organizations in America are around organizing competitions, but where's the backing for you at the moment? And like, is that something you're looking to develop?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's a lot of organizational teams who front the money who want a live stream to happen. So
Okay.
just cover my costs and stuff going. And then like the other part of it is just me taking, because like Happy Feet Productions is a lot of stuff in broadcasting, but I also do a lot of freelance editing. Like I'm filming a wedding next month. I do a lot of other things. So like I do a lot of digital marketing things too. So I've like grown channels from like 0 to like 14,000 subscribers and things like that. So I do make money in like other ways. So that's actually like a more profitable side of Happy Feet that I just kind of like turn and just burn it on cubing just because like I enjoy it so much. And I'm able to do that now because I'm in college. That might change real quick once I graduate at the end of this year. But you know, that's where a lot of it, like the backing comes from.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fascinating. Yeah, that's so interesting you say that. Yeah, same thing with me. I sort of make other money on the side doing thumbnails for people and doing the occasional edit here and there, or occasionally going out and shooting vertical digital marketing video for people. You've got to be, if you're on YouTube, you've got to be in like 5 places at once. Otherwise it's real hard, hey?
Yeah.
So origin story. Amazing. Love that. I would love to know and it's so fascinating you bring up graduating this year, big life changes coming up. What is that? I suppose that affects this question then. What are the long-term goals? What do you think the long-term kind of vision is for, I guess, for Happy Feet, but also for like streaming, live streaming, cubing? Like what's your vision for cubing? And let's pretend this is a job interview. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? You know, what's the 5-year plan?
I mean, I see myself hopefully streaming a competition every single weekend, and if not multiple competitions every weekend. So, I mean, I hope to scale Happy Feet to a point where you have it where there's multiple production teams, multiple competitions. You have a morning, an evening, and then a night game type thing where you maybe hit a European competition, you do like an East Coast competition, a West Coast competition, and you have it where you just do 3x3 finals of each of those, and because that's just like what's most popular. And I think that's really palatable for everyone, either like extremely within the sport of cubing or kind of on the fringes of the sport of speed cubing. And, that's like, I would love to be at that point and be able to do that. And I think that's really cool. Obviously, I think, it's going to change. And like, obviously whatever the market guides it to that, like in terms of live stream, I'd love to do that. I also would love to just do a lot of other multimedia stuff in cubing too, like editing videos, just creating more media around it. Like I love like the Cubecast because it just creates more fandom around cubing for the most part. Like just people having their own shows and things like that, and creating more personalities, more like talking heads in cubing, like just making it more look like a more traditional sport in general is something that I think is just like really cool. And I think we're headed in that direction too.
Yeah, cool. No, I hear you on that. And thanks for the shout out. I'm on a full saturation strategy at the moment. It's just like a video per day. Saturation is the idea, just to expand that out. And people seem to be digging it, so that's kind of cool. I love that idea. I love that idea of the morning, afternoon, evening game. Could be from anywhere. And focusing down on 3x3. Like, because that's how you make maximum impact, right? Like you're a YouTuber, you know how YouTube works. You know that you need to reach an audience that is larger than our sometimes ultra niche audiences that live within cubing. Hey, like it's about
Yeah.
mass appeal.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
carry on.
Yeah. No, I would say I think for the most part, like there's like whenever you just kind of look at the stats on it when it comes to 3x3 finals, just maybe because I see the numbers when I go into like when I'm broadcasting competitions. Any kind of competition I live stream, viewership doubles and triples when it comes to 3x3 finals
Yeah.
across like everything. So, and I've talked to other cubers before, and like any top 25 cuber is getting sponsored, getting more like, money and like benefits from sponsorships than any other cuber outside, like in the top like two or three in other events too. So I think it just goes to show like where people kind of like, where the most money and the most impact comes from is like top 3x3 top solvers and that sort of thing. I think you even see it with NA All Stars, like being at NA All Stars and like live streaming that event where you had the top 30 speed cubers in North America all solving. And just seeing like the people in the mall, like all getting into it and watching it, like I think it's probably the biggest impact like an event for cubing has had in like such a long time. So no, I think definitely like just focusing in on like that 3x3. And not like, and that's not to say like get rid of like all these other events and stuff, but just
No.
when we have like limited resources and like have limited like, amount of time and stuff to cover certain things, it's like the most benefit we can have is on 3x3, in terms of growing the sport too, because that's what's going to get people into it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. That Mall of America one, the All Stars, that looked incredible. And I bet like I don't know how many toy stores there are in Mall of America, but I bet there wasn't a Rubik's Cube left on the shelf after that day.
Yeah, they were vending at the like right next to like the stage and stuff too. And they had cubers teaching like when like top solvers were like eliminated, they would sit there and they would teach kids that would come up like how to do like first layer and stuff too. So it was like overall just like one like such a great event for cubing. Like literally when like Timon got his 392 and I was like doing the instant replay on it, like I started like crying a bit because I'm like, this is exactly like what I've envisioned for like what cubing should be
Yeah.
is like this right here. And it's like
Mm.
people are just like cheering and like crowds like surrounding it. We have like this giant instant replay going on the Jumbotron. Like this is how cubing was like meant to be presented. This is why I knew it could always be. And it's finally come to like to be. So, that event is like definitely like the standard of all around, like not just like the live stream and like the format, but like even just, you know, having like cubers being able teaching like younger kids how to solve cubes and like having the local toy stores and like the mall like have it out and like selling cubes and stuff too. Like just the absolute feeder event for like growing publicity for cubing.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. It's only 3x3 for breaking through into the mainstream.
Yeah.
We're of the same opinion here. Like we're not going to find an argument here, but it's like it's 3x3. 3x3 is our event. That's the one that we should be pushing. Our niche specialists are not going to like this, but yeah, we need to lean in on 3x3 and double down for sure.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of questions coming in the chat, but I'll save them for after this one. I wanna sort of get into some sort of philosophical stuff now, around our little sport in general. Like, what does anything need to change, in cubing for this vision of yours, to become a reality? Like, in your opinion. Do we need a change of direction potentially in cubing? Do we need anything radical for that to become a reality?
I mean, I think there's always cultural shifts that need to happen. I think when I first started doing streaming back in 2022, it was like when I first implemented top-down cameras, there was a lot of hesitation for people, or just even being on camera in general. A lot of cubers are naturally introverted, and and like that's just kind of like the nature of the sport. I mean, you get people who like the common cubing story is like they don't then people don't really socialize once they get the cubing competitions. You're a lot more social, that sort of thing. So you're naturally already like live streaming people who don't necessarily want to be on camera, don't really want to have the biggest celebrity fame and stuff too. But I think over the past couple of years, a lot of people have gotten like a lot more comfortable on camera, which is I think is a good thing. Just getting cubers more extroverted and being more comfortable with embracing their inner star and celebrity and stuff like that. And I think that's like a big cultural shift that's been good. I think a lot of top solvers have now like loved top-down cameras. They've loved having just like being filmed in general. They've like embraced the pressure. I mean, you see Timon Koloshinsky getting like sub 5 averages on stream. You know, it's like it doesn't
Yeah.
even affect them. It's just part. It's part of the environment at this point. So I think that was a major cultural shift that we're basically winning at this point, and it's like we've moved that needle over to the side of, you know, we can present ourselves as like a sport, and you know, a lot of the people who are not necessarily comfortable on camera are now being more comfortable, which I think is a great thing, just as you know, helping the sport move along. So I think that's a great part of the shift. I think when it comes to like direction and things, I think one of the things that the WCA does really, really well is um, having grassroots from the bottom. And I think like I would have been of an opinion like, you know, earlier that, or like before like maybe a year ago or so, that like the WCA should step up and like produce more like top level competitions, which I think they should still do, but I don't think it's necessarily a necessity or requirement out of them. I think, you know, I'm big in the ultimate frisbee community, and there is USA Ultimate, which is kind of like the WCA. They do a bunch of local competitions and things like that. And then there's the UFA, which is a professional league, and they only have the top 24 teams that go around, and they're all like a country. It's more of a traditional sport and stuff. So I think for the most part, like, and the thing with ultimate frisbee is they have this major crisis right now that most people discover ultimate frisbee in college, just like me, and it's a very collegiate sport. Whereas cubing, it's very much like kids learn it, and the ultimate
Yeah.
frisbee is like trying to get kids into it. They like are sending people to like they're like their WCA is literally paying people to go to like high schools and set up like youth programs and stuff. But like we
Mhm.
already have that benefit. Like the WCA already does that so well because like kids are already flocking to it. So we already like our generational problem concern is not there. So I think just continue to replicate that is really good. And I think almost a new organization has to come in like the UFA and just be like the professional league. So if the WCA is able to be that UFA and be that professional league, I love it. But at the same time, like, you know, they're already doing like a really good service that's really well. So, you know, I think from that perspective, like the WCA has really fulfilled a major role that's like done really well. And you know, especially for a volunteer run organization, like it's extremely crazy how well they've scaled it to the point where like literally you have people from all different cultures, all different creeds from around the world, all being able to keep really good quality competitions up for the most part. Like that's such a
Yeah.
crazy challenge to do. Like, you know, even for like Happy Feet, like being able to do the same professional quality for each competition in terms of like live stream quality, it's like a hard thing to execute. So the ability for like changing venues and changing everything. So for the WCA to execute that, it's like so amazing to see. So, you know, I think in terms of direction, like it'd be great to see a new league come in and to just, you know, have that professional side of cubing, whether that's the WCA or somebody else, you know, um, I think it's going to happen relatively soon just because I think the market's demanding it, especially after All Stars and stuff.
I think it is, and as well, linking on to, yeah, again, I'm not gonna throw my opinion in because you've basically just said it. Like it's very, very close to my kind of vibe. But James Cookie Roberts has chucked a question which is relevant because you've just started to allude to it there with NEC, but specifically GAN SSL, Monkey League. What do you reckon about those competition formats? Like, I'm going to assume that you would be into something that's more, in inverted commas, viewer friendly, right? Like a bracket and that kind of thing that we've seen recently. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I like the bracket format's really cool. Like it's funny because I bring non-cubers, like some of my independent contractors I just know from like works college sports broadcasting and stuff. Like when I went to NAC and All Stars, like I had a friend who did sports broadcasting with me at Hillsdale College, and he was like just lives in Minnesota. So I'm like, hey, can you just be our cameraman here for that? And he obviously he's like never been part of cubing, but he knows like sports broadcasting. And he's like, dude, like it's crazy how they just don't have like a format for like head to head, like having a bracket style. Because he's like a wrestling background, and like when you have an individual sport, it's just like head to head, you just do brackets. So I mean, obviously, I think there's like more natural routes for it, but I also would think that like at the same time, I think it's really cool. Like we can work with the WCA format. I don't think it's like inherently bad. Like even like the NA All Stars, like non-cubers got really into it. Um, you know, like when it comes to it, like bowling's pretty complicated, like the scoring system.
Oh
Like I
my
don't even
god.
know the bowling
I don't
scoring
even
system.
know. Like, what even is it? I
but,
can't
but
work it
there's
out.
millions of people who watch that, and you know, and even when you like, yeah. So I think there's like when it comes to format, to me, it doesn't matter as much if it's like, you know, like, oh, you're doing 20 solves and it's like a best of 21 or something like I don't know. Or if it's like, you're like it's like just an average or it's just like head to head solves, you know. I don't think it matters too much. I think it just matters of like just getting the top solvers together and like having just a like them go head to head more often, just in whatever their format it is. So, I'm not like super strict on like this format is like the only way to make cubing grow or
No,
this
for
one's
sure.
not. I think we can just work with it if it's just you can kind of present a lot of things well.
Yeah.
If it's just like, especially if the top people are doing it.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. I think personally, I'd love to see if there was, let's say our imaginary second organization happens. No disrespect to
Yeah.
WCA, we love them. What they do, they're amazing at. We love them. But if there was a pro league, I think bracket would be cool. And I think when I consider, I've talked about this on a previous video. Like I always try and think of my mate Byron, shout out, who teaches me a lot about rugby. I always think, how would he watch cubing? How would he be into it? And it's I don't know. It remains to be seen because, like you say, you're doing the best with the current format, and it doesn't not work. Well, you proved that with NEC, I think. Hey, with All Stars.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. So.
No, carry on. Sorry, we've got a bit of a delay.
Yeah, so I think So I mean, the SSL is a very very cool format. You have it where like especially with the smart cubes. I think smart cubes could be like the future. I mean, you avoid a lot of issues when it comes to like how you time solves, how you do a lot of things. So like the new league doing smart cubes. Another thing that's kind of interesting too is you can really tell the Chinese companies, I think, really really want to sell the smart cubes. I think just because they're like more premium on it and stuff too, and also they're just like cool technology. But no one really buys them because you can't really use them in a WCA competition. So if there's like some kind of end goal of like, hey, you can do this in a professional league, and you can like this is like the standard cube or whatever for like the new league, then I think that you can kind of see like even some more competition within like smart cubes too. And I think there's really cool ways to like have different timing formats and that sort of thing, and even be able to have like more analysis and solves because you get like on-site, basically reconstructions of solves and things like that, where you kind of like diagnose like almost like a play in football, but you can like go through and like mark up the cube, like, oh, they put this F2L pair in here, have a little smart board out, that type of thing, where they're able to play around with it.
So much potential in the smart cube competition. And yeah, I'll take the opportunity to give massive props to GAN for the production they put on. Like, it was incredible. It was flawed. They had some big tech issues, but the production levels were incredible. Like, seeing cubing in that kind of setting was amazing. The money they put up for prizes, I think that's really impressive. And like, it shows that they are not just a factory pumping out toys. Yeah, they want to sell them, but they want to sell them in an authentic way, I think. And I appreciate that. Right. Thank you so much, Matthew. I'm just going to run through a couple of things that came through in the chat. Wesley Twiggs is looking for a job for a mate. They've got a mate in the Michigan area. We'll pass on the details. Who's looking to work in that kind of field. Cole is asking, why does Matthew love clocks so much?
Clocks, it's not the most spectator friendly event.
No. Thoughts on the sub 2 single?
For clock? I mean, honestly, I don't know that much about clock to begin with. I know it's I heard that the reaction was a bit crazy. I don't even think I've like seen the original video. I've seen your video with the wholesome reaction, but I haven't seen the original. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah, don't watch the video. Watch that one with headphones on, the original.
Okay.
Yeah, what else? Hold on a minute. I'm missing stuff. Swagrid, absolutely SSL pilled, all about it. Benjamin saying head-to-head's a real fan of that. A cubing tournament, Swagrid here, a cubing tournament with an FGC-esque would be awesome. What the heck is that? FGC?
I have no idea.
What's FGC, Swagrid? We need some clarification here. FGC. New Zealand Food and Grocery Council? I don't think it's that. I'm going to need some clarification there, Swagrid. Swagrid again, moment to appreciate the aesthetics of the SSL. Feels like sort of late 2010s, early 2020s esports, 100% with the jerseys and
Yeah.
everything. Were they sitting on like gamer chairs? I forget. They needed gamer chairs if they didn't have them. Okay, we're getting through it. We're getting in there. Matthew, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna move on because I've got a whole bunch of stuff to yap about today. Thanks heaps. What do you need to plug? Anything? Do you wanna like promote anything before you go?
Yeah, I mean, I think just check out Happy Feet Productions on Instagram. You can subscribe to me on YouTube at Matthew Marinek. Yeah, and if you want to go to happyfeetproductions.com, there's a contact form there. You can email me if you want a job, whoever's looking for a job out there. If you want to, like,
There you go, Wesley.
if you want to help Happy Feet anyway, if you got any good ideas, totally feel free to reach out. I'm always open.
Epic. Nice. Thank you so much. I am about to change screen and then I'm going to hang up on you because I don't have a fancy waiting room or anyone helping me with this. So this is how it's working. Thank you so much, Matthew. Really appreciate your time. Catch you again soon. Alrighty, where's my button? There it is. There it is. Hey, that was fun, wasn't it, everyone? Swagrid has now come in with the clarification. FGC is fighting game community. They tend to run tournaments that start with a group stage and then those who escape groups go into double elim head-to-head format. Right. And Wesley's sending his mate the Instagram link now. Awesome. Love to hear that. It's probably time for some of this stuff.
Hey guys, this part of the stream is sponsored by me. I know, huge downgrade. You're probably expecting Raid Shadow Legends or Squarespace, but I'm actually here to tell you about the code Cubecast, that is CUBECAST, that you can use at speedcubeshop.com for an absolutely plentiful discount on all of your orders. If you're going to want to be faster than a 6-year-old, you're going to need some good cubes. How do you buy good cubes? At Speedcube Shop with code Cubecast.
You heard the man. Get your butts virtually to speedcubeshop.com. Use code Cubecast and save 5% off your cubic swag. What do you need? They've probably got it. All right, they've probably got it. Also, head to Cubing Life Academy if you want to learn how to do cubes real good. Get real good at cubing by getting taught by real good cubers. All right, at Cubing Life Academy, check out their courses. Incredible value. Get even more value by saving 5% using code Cubecast. And finally, if you are in Australia and New Zealand, head to Speedcube NZ. That's my shop. Everyone. Aren't you proud of me? Speedcube.co.nz. You can buy my lube there, cube sauce. You can also head to lastlayercubing.com where you can buy merch, and that's worldwide. Last Layer Cubing is a worldwide thing, so don't worry about that. If you want some swag, some cool merch, if you want to get, I'm not even got my mug here. What am I up to? If you want a Cubecast mug, if you want to support the show and buy a Cubecast mug, you can do that. You can go there and buy a mug. But hey, Mike, how else can I support the show? I can hear you cry. Gosh, good question. What a smart, astute audience I've got. Well, you can sign up to become an official Timmy for just $3 US a month. Maybe 2, I forget. I set it up in New Zealand dollars by accident. I think it's $3 US a month, and you can become an official Timmy, get a special little badge like Benjamin in the chat there, and you can get access to a bunch of cool emojis you can use. You get access as well to all of my videos. So I make clips from the live streams. All of my videos, they will go up pretty much today, and then I space them out for everyone across the week. But members get them straight away, like right out, right immediately as soon as they come out. Sometimes before they've even got thumbnails on them. So that's a little peek behind the curtain you can have there. So sign up, join the channel, and become an official Timmy. If you can spare a couple of bucks a month, that really helps me out. James is saying shout out to Only Cubes this weekend, also sponsored by Cubing Life Academy. What's Only Cubes? Is that like wait a minute? What's Only Cubes? Are you trolling? What's Only Cubes? Oh, Only Cubes in Wellington. It's a competition. I thought it was a suspicious website there for a second. Only Cubes in Wellington this weekend, sponsored by Cubing Life Academy. I didn't know that. That's fantastic. Look at that. They will be providing $300 gift certificates, which can be used for anything they sell on their website. Gosh, that's great. Love to see that. What's on the schedule at Only Cubes? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, blindfolded, FMC, OH, square one. Wait a minute. James. Square one at only cubes. They're not cubic. Are they? My one isn't. Mine's not cubic. All right, I'm not sure about that, James. I'm gonna pull you up on the edition of Square One. Who's the organizer? I'm giving James grief here. Jack Madigan. Jack Madigan, you know better than that. Square One's not cubic? Surely not. But all right, okay, sure. Very good, very good. Swagrid, Square One is cubic half the time. It's not though. Isn't one side bigger than the others? It's a square. It's a perfect square on top, but then it's taller, isn't it? Am I getting out of my depth here? It's not cubic, I swear. Grab a Square One and measure it right now. I know you've all got a Square One beside you somewhere. Unless you're smart and you know that Square One is cursed. Right, what are we gonna do? Okay, I need to talk about a video. I need to talk about a video that I released. All right. I need to talk about a video that I released because I'm getting grief about it, okay? Hey, there's the live stream that's happening right now. That's quite meta, isn't it? Listen, all right?
Oh
Here's
my.
the deal. This video here, I'm getting a lot... Well, first of all, it got a lot of views. I wasn't expecting that. I never get views on videos of me solving something. This scramble, okay? People
there's
are
that.
chewing me out in the comments going...
No, I don't.
Well,
I feel
first of
like
all, they're
we
going,
solved that on
doesn't
the yellow
count,
cross,
doesn't count
don't
as
I?
PB,
And
doesn't count as PB. Of course it doesn't. Look at this
oh, 'cause
inspection.
then
It took
I'm gonna
about
get an X
3
cross. Ooh.
hours for me to inspect this.
Okay.
They're also giving me grief because I
I
missed the
don't know if I
21
can- I don't know if
move
I have
solution.
the-
I'm
does anyone
so
wanna see me
sorry.
try?
I'm so sorry I disappointed you. And they're
Sorry,
also
yellow,
freaking out
'cause I can
because this
see
scramble right here
that
does
one's
not
in
match
there,
this
okay.
scramble right here. And
Yeah,
that's because
okay.
it's not that scramble right
I'm
here.
gonna try it.
Okay? Like and subscribe. It's not that scramble right there. This was a scramble that was submitted by Mango Cuber. Mango Cuber, aka Jaden from Speedcube Shop Crew. Jaden submitted this. I don't know. He doesn't know or can't remember where it came from originally. So I don't know where it came from originally. Maybe I could have been clearer about that in the clip. I was clear about it on stream. But yeah, anyway, people have been giving me all sorts of grief about it and have been freaking out. What else have they been saying? Now, someone said, let me see if I can find it. Someone was very sad and said, this is the previous YouTube world best. This is the previous WB. Can I do a little double F? WB. Here it is. This scramble. I don't want to. Not to shame anyone. Just a Cuba has been taken sadly. This scramble is a former WB scramble, not yours. First of all, I know it's not mine. I never said it was mine. Who's wait? What am I going to ask? I want to know I want to know whose WB it was. Whose WB was this? This is live interaction happening right now, everyone. Whose WB was this? I had no idea. Scramble was submitted by someone in chat while we were live. Smiley face. Love your work. Reply. Keeping it chill. Keeping it nice. That's how you write a nice comment to people, everyone. That's how you respond to a comment nicely. That's good, eh? That's some big energy. Regarding the Square One being not cubic controversy, James is saying, I did give Jack grief about that. Square One is not a cube, and Skewb is. Remember that, okay? Sending lots of love to our Skewb gang who are being, honestly, just disgustingly underrepresented at Only Cubes Welly. Wesley is having a big brain moment. Looking at my Square One now. Crikey, he's right. Never noticed. I know. Hey, there you go. Big knowledge. I can't remember how I worked that out. Oh no, James is correcting my grammar. Did I really? Did I really just do that? Who's not who apostrophe S? But it's possessive. Who's world best? That's a possessive apostrophe, isn't it? I'm asking who owns the WB. What the heck? Right, hold on a minute. This is taking a turn. We're not getting out of here anytime soon, everyone. Whose or whose? The relative pronoun whose is used the same as other possessive pronouns such as my or their when you don't know the owner of something. As in, whose phone is this? Well, I'll be gosh danged. That is embarrassing because I run an Instagram account called Apostrophe Pest where I call out improper apostrophe use. So that is humiliating. Right, I'm going to change that right now. God, I need to change this before this guy sees it. This undermines my entire argument. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. All right, there we go. Fixed it. Never happened. I'm going to cut this bit out of the live stream. James now clarifying who with an apostrophe is strictly a contraction. All right. Okay, you got me. You got me on that. You got me. Does that clear up the confusion around that crazy scramble? I hope it does. All right, this is a total sidestep. But a lot of cubers play chess, right? I've just got back into chess recently. We're taking a bit of a tangent here. So one of my good mates, one of my old mates, an official Timmy, John Baxter, we are currently going mano a mano. We used to play chess a lot when we were in uni. And it's my move, everyone. So he just landed a move on me this morning. He's just moved his queen. Oh, nah. This isn't good. All right, you're going to learn real fast that I'm not good at chess. And I think I might have cooked this. Because he's just taken... What did I do before this? He had me in check with this fella here. And I got him with this fella here. And somehow in my tiny brain, I thought... No way is he gonna just come cruising in there. I thought I had him. I'm gonna move my queen up here. I don't think John's watching. I might be giving away some tactics here. But if I move my queen up there, right? Then I'm offering up my queen, which he's gonna take. And then my king's gonna take his queen, right? So I get confused sometimes. Sometimes a queen turns up beside a king. And the computer says, nah, game over, you're done. And I'm like, what? No, it's not. I can kill the queen. What's up with that? So there's a rule I'm missing. I take a very similar approach to chess that I do with learning, like, F2L. Which is that, like, I know I could be learning stuff. But I won't. Hold on, there's a lot of stuff... Right. Yo, chill. First of all, my brain is very small and smooth. A cold cuber, chess is so fun. Can I play with you? If anyone wants a game, I'm not very good. All right, so don't expect a good game. My name is Mike is Terrible. If you're on chess.com, just look for Mike is Terrible. There it is. There, look. I'm not very good. Okay, what was I saying? What's happening here? What's happening? Swagrid, turbo trolling because he can take with the knight. He'll take my queen with the knight. Yeah, I'll offer my queen. He'll take my queen. No! Swagrid, you're right. I can't move there. He'll just... Oh my god. I'm cooked, hey. I'm cooked here. Because then he'll take with the knight. I'll take with my knight. And the queen's still here. I can't get him. I think I'm done, hey? I think I'm done. Knight protects the square. Benjamin, you gifted me a diamond membership. What, in chess.com? Did you really? You legend. If he takes your queen, you can't take it back because it's protected. All right, that square's protected with the knight from the king. Yeah, okay. You have your knight as well. Yeah, this guy. What am I going to do with that, though? He takes my knight with my queen. What am I going to do here, everyone? Benjamin's claiming not cooked. Queen to d3. Queen to d3. This one? That d3? What would that do? Queen to here. No, I can't do that because I need to protect my king because I'm in check. Refresh the page. Yo. Benjamin. You legend. Are you staff at chess.com? What? I wasn't expecting this. Mate, we're going to have to come back. Right. You guys can see that. I don't know. There's too much happening in chat for me to understand what the hell I'm being advised here. I don't know. I think I'm feeling cooked. But I don't know. Do I offer the queen? Do we need a poll? Benjamin, I have 4 legal moves. So I can move my queen. I can move my knight. I can move the king. Should I just... I can't... King to d2. Well, that's just getting into mega check. King to e2. King to e2. Okay, what about king to f1? Because I can't... It won't let me castle. Benjamin, surely... Won't it let me castle? Can't I just do that? We're not going to play chess all day, everyone. I thought this would be a really fun, quick little, like, 60-second thing, but now we're in the weeds. If John turns up on the chat here, he's going to be like, what the hell? You absolute disgusting cheat. Valid. King to e2. Can't castle in check. Thank you, Benjamin. That's the information I was missing. I like king to e2, I think, hey. Can't move into check, can't castle in check. I think I like king to e2. Can we have... I don't know. What after that, though? After that, what? His queen is still chilling. Knight to d2 is also valid, yep. But then I'm gonna get... He's gonna come in with that knight, probably. Although it doesn't set him up for anything. I don't know. I'm going to go... I like the idea of just shifting the king. I don't think you'll see that coming. But then a lot of people are telling me knight to d2. I think I'm cooked if I do knight to d2. He's gonna come down on me like a ton of bricks. Okay, knight to d2 or king to e2. Shall I start a poll? And then we can move on from this. This wasn't supposed to take this long. Start a poll. Help. So knight to d2 or king to e2. Those are the good options. Oh my gosh, I've got premium. I can do analysis now. I've just been reminded. I don't know. I've started a poll. Knight to d2, queen to d2. I don't want to give up my queen. I think I'm being stubborn about that. Click analysis button. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at that later. What's everyone saying? I'm gonna crowdsource this solution. It's looking like okay, it's 50-50 all of a sudden. We're gonna have to, let's move on and then come back to this poll, okay? Because this is obviously important stuff. Benjamin Handelman, you absolute legend. Not only are you a Timmy, you've just gifted me a diamond membership. I appreciate that so much. Okay, I want to talk about this competition, hey? I want to talk about what? What? Hold on, what's happened? Has this segment disappeared? Quarto al de la Open 2024. What? The competition's gone. What? Okay. Okay. Might need some assistance with this one, everyone. I wanted to talk about this competition. Quarto Aldea Open 2024. 33-hour competition where people are encouraged to stay awake for the entire thing. I believe there was from the description there was going to be like a lunch pack that you could buy which had like energy drinks in it. And that's already like, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot going on there. But as well as that, there was the way that they'd arranged the schedule was borderline torture. So we've got sleep deprivation, we've got elevated heart rates on energy drinks on lack of sleep, and then we've got events essentially being drawn out of a hat to decide when they're going to be. And James Cookie Robber, who's in the chat right now, shout out to him for sending me the link to that. He was like, hey, this might be something that's interesting to talk about on Cubecast. And I looked at it and I thought, my God, is it what? So, yeah, James, it looks like it's gone because James was saying it's kind of sus that this competition was allowed by the who submits competitions, who approves competitions. James now wondering if WCAT stepped in, if WCAT, might need an explanation of that one as well. WCAT stepped in because it did sound a bit irresponsible. Swagrid in the cubing going, that's my kind of comp actually, I'm down for that. If I was 20 years younger, I'd probably be down for that as well. But seems kind of hectic. Like, yeah, sleep deprivation and a super stressful schedule. Like, people get stressed out enough at competitions, hey? Mike Hardy sounds like a standard day to me. Yeah, I mean, I can't talk. I drink a lot of coffee, okay? But I'm a grown-up, all right? I'm a grown-up and I'm allowed to. WCA competition announcement team is WCAT, James is saying. Is anyone available to have a look for this? For this competition? It was originally the link that I had was the... well, it's a long one, but Quarto Aldea Open 2024. I wonder if there's any other... have I spelt that right? Yeah, Quarto Aldea Open 2024. I don't know. How else can I search for this? I'm not gonna. Where was it, James? Where was it? Quarto Aldea. No. I can't remember what. Oh, there's so many comps with Open 2024. And let's try Quarto, right? What can we find for Quarto? Rio Quarto El Cubo 23. Nah, I think it's gone, James. I think it's down. I think it's cooked. Okay, so what I was going to do in this segment... How am I supposed to get hella clicks under these kind of circumstances, everyone? This is going to be the worst video ever now. Oh my gosh, my phone's blowing up with challenges on chess.com now. That's very exciting. Yeah, if you sent me a challenge, I'll play a game with you. Of course. I was going to compare this with competitions that have just been announced in New Zealand, where we've got 3 fortnights in a row. So it's a 4-hour competition, right? Three. Come on, Mike. 3 events. It's always got 3x3. There's 3 events. There's one. It's 4 hours in an afternoon on a weekend. Great. Then in 2 weeks' time, there's another one. 4 hours on an afternoon on a weekend. Great. Love that. 3 events. Then in another 2 weeks, there's the same thing. 3x3 and a couple of side events as well. And I was saying to Daniel, our delegate here in the South Island, that's dad-pilled, right? That is dad-pilled, because it's like, yes, oh my days, I can handle 4 hours out of my day to go and thrash some events and then get out of there. Love that. Love that. I'll take my kids with me. Like, that's easy. Love that. And then, so shout out to Daniel for that. And then I was going to compare that with this, which is the antithesis of that. Some comments coming in. Mango's in the chat. Hello, Mango. We've been getting into trouble, Mango, on that PB video. Earlier in the stream, I was talking about it. You'll see the vid. I think they should have limited the amount of events a competitor could select. That way they would have large amounts of time to sleep if they wanted to. James is on the case. Yeah, I searched for it and it comes up in Google, but the link doesn't connect to anything on the WCA. Kamet Cuber says, hello. Hello, Kamet Cuber. Yeah, the schedule was randomized, so you couldn't choose when to sleep. And they were giving prizes to people who were going to stay up the whole time, James. That's right. So yeah, very, very sketchy, although WCAT seems to have stepped in, of which I approve, everyone. Okay, I think that's a good idea. Listen, I'm going to level with you. I've drank a lot of coffee, and I'm going to go pee, is what I'm going to do. Have I got my technical difficulties slide here? Yeah, I'm going to be real quick. I'm going to just run to the bathroom. I'll be right back, okay? Talk among yourself, everyone. Hey, troopers. Thank you for your patience. A cold oh, the chess username you're looking for is Mike is terrible, all one word. What's the chess chat up to anyway? 9 votes. We're looking at king to e2. We think that's the move. I think you're probably right, hey? Wait. Yeah, king to e2. That was right, wasn't it? King to e2. Let's do it. King to e2. Hold on. King to e2. I'm making it official, everyone. Yeah, it's done. All right, we've submitted it. There we go. It's gone. Okay, we'll see what John's going to come back with. I haven't seen him in chat today. I'm not sure what he's got on, which is more important than this. Let's end the poll because that's no longer relevant. Okay, there we go. Greg, so wonderful weather we're having, huh? Yeah, cool. Though, sorry about the triggering pictures in the technical difficulty slide. Right, okay, we're going to move on. The 500 on the board behind me, I've been asked that when I was online recently. That's something, it's pretty boring. It's cash flow management, all right? It's very boring. I'm going to move on now because we've still got stuff to talk about. We're going to look at some hardware. Aosu V7. Antoine's got a video on that. I still haven't heard back from him yet, but yeah, well, we'll get there. Well, I think he's cool. I think he'll be fine with it. Should we have some fresh GAN leaks, everyone? Should we have some fresh GAN leaks? We're also going to look at the Tornado V4 tech video that came out from Qi as well. That's what we're going to do. Let's have some fresh GAN content, shall we, from Reddit, okay? Packaging from new cubes from GAN and other potential releases. Wait, there you go. And other new potential releases in description. Source, as always, for GAN leaks. Noah Nostalgia on Twitter. Wesley, holy smokes, this man hit 500 mil. Sure. I'm happy for people to believe that that is true. So I'm not going to correct you. That's right. I hit 500 million. Okay. This is a sort of repost into new cubes from Noah Nostalgia on Twitter. We've got, well, this is suspected to be the GAN 15 box, based purely on this letter V here. They're thinking that's GAN 15 maglev. I don't know if that counts as evidence. But it's the best we've got, so it's what we're going on. And this looks like to be another... This is rumored to be an iCarry, but with a rechargeable battery. Okay, that is the rumor. Where did I see that? Oh, it's down in the comments, I think. So here we go. Here's the post caption translated with Google Translate. Good on you, Google Translate. We love your work. GAN will have many new products recently, including GAN 15 maglev, GAN 356 iCarry E for extra, maybe? I don't know. Monster Go 352. A little mini Monster Go 3x3, huh? Swift Block 3x3 maglev. Don't care. GAN 14 UI free play. That's out already, isn't it? Or is it the GAN 12 UI free play? GAN, nobody cares about the 14. What are you doing? GAN 10th Anniversary Edition, GAN 356. No, wait. What? Why? There's no commas here. Are we to believe this is one product? Noah, what are you up to? GAN 10th Anniversary Edition, GAN 356 iCarry 2. First of all, it's not 10 years since the GAN 356, so that can't be right. GAN 10th Anniversary Edition. Oh, maybe it's a newer cube released to celebrate GAN's 10th anniversary. I hope they put the old sticker on it where it says GAN's with an S. GAN 356ME, GAN 10th Anniversary Collector's Edition, GAN 15 maglev, GAN 12 UI maglev, and so on. What? This is gibberish. The only new... GAN 10th Anniversary Edition, 356 iCarry 2. And GAN 356ME. Are we... So what I think we're seeing here is we're going to see some special edition GAN cubes. Sure. GAN 356 iCarry 2, don't care. GAN 356ME, don't care. Then another one, GAN 10th Anniversary Collector's Edition, GAN 15 maglev. That could be interesting. And a GAN 12 UI maglev special edition. That could be quite interesting too, I suppose. Let's have a look in the comments. Our friend Usual Duck here saying, first photo, GAN 15 maglev. There's a letter V sticking out at the left edge of the photo. So that's what we're basing that on. Sure. Second photo, GAN iCarry E, where the E may stand for electric, meaning it can be charged. Potentially. I don't know. Maybe. Wishful thinking, it could be the Square One maglev. Ooh. Well, hold on. Wait. Mango in the chat. When you received your GAN 15 prototype, did it come in what looked like a retail ready box? Or was it just wrapped up in bubble wrap? You know how they do when they're sending out prototypes. Did they? Just checking the chat. Swaggered, 500 million subscribers, but only 15 live viewers. L. Fair. James, Speedcube Review posted a Tornado V4 video literally during this stream. That's so rude. Sean, don't you know? Don't you know I'm trying to stream right now? I'm going to go and look at that very briefly to see if he got the Terminator magnets or not. The Predator magnets. Embarrassing. Because everyone else got the flagship version. And it looks like... I spoke to Cameron on Cubecast on AWIC yesterday, which will be published after the stream, once I've edited it. That is going to... Yeah, everyone got the flagship version. Nobody's had the Pioneer. I wonder if Speedcube Review got the Pioneer. He's goated, so he should have got the Pioneer. Can you guys hear that interference there? I'm not sure what that is. Is that my phone doing things? Potentially. Mango Cuber, GAN releases are so boring to me. I get they're predominantly 3x3s. It would be much more exciting to see something different. Yeah, where's the Squan? Greg, no solves today because we had Matthew Mernick on early. Going back to their old branding would be hilarious. That would be cool. Mango, why are there so many 3x3s the majority of people won't care about? Give me a GAN 6x6 or a GAN Squan. Benjamin, official Timmy. I think the 10th anniversary thing got copy and pasted twice by accident. Maybe. Their old aesthetic, James, was some Toys R Us nonsense. It was mid. Hey, it was very mid. Mango cannot reveal. Yeah, GAN are being a bit tight about the old GAN 15, aren't they? About releasing stuff about it. That's fair. Fair enough. I appreciate your candor. Okay, that's what we've got. That's what Noah Nostalgia is saying on Twitter, via Reddit, via Google Translate. What have we learned? Nothing. Just like every week here on Cubecast. Brought to you by Speedcube Shop. Use code Cubecast to save 5% off your order at speedcubeshop.com. Also, Cubing Life Academy. Shout out to them for sponsoring Only Cubes in Wellington. Here in New Zealand as well. That's pretty cool. Based. Love it. Also, go to speedcube.co.nz if you're in New Zealand or Australia. Use code Cubecast for 10% off. And if you're anywhere in the world, anywhere, you can get your hands on my gear at lastlayercubing.com. Wish I hadn't said that. We ship worldwide from there. You can get some cool merch. You can buy a mug. You can buy a mug that says Cubecast on it. That would be a nice treat for you or someone you love. Treat someone to a Cubecast mug, and they can put hot beverages in it and ask you, what is this? What the hell is this? That would be good. Benjamin, again, this is going to come through on AWIC, which is going to publish. Well, I'll submit it to Cam today. He'll publish it at some point. These cube companies need to up their English marketing game. GAN charges enough for cubes. They should have some extra cash for it. I 100% agree with you. I think that would be such a smart thing for some cube companies to do, given that a large part of their market, I actually don't know what percentage. I like a lot of people in China buy cubes, but a large chunk of their market is in the West, in the English-speaking West. And I think, I'm not often pitching for a job, but GAN's got money, so I am pitching for a job, all right? GAN. Hey, how you going? My name's Mike. Gosh, I've done lots of jobs, and I'm real good at stuff. Would you like to give me a job handling your translation? I'll do it through. I'll obviously rely heavily on Google Translate, but then I'll just tidy things up for you. My hourly rate is extortionate, but I'm real good value. So if you know someone at GAN, send them this video so that I can have a job. Gosh, we did just have an earthquake. I thought I kicked my desk real hard because my monitor was going like that. But yeah, we just had an earthquake. Shall we let's have an earthquake check, shall we? Let's have a little earthquake check here, everyone. It's an ages since I've checked an earthquake in New Zealand. What's the service called? Earthquake check. New Zealand. Weak earthquake. There it is, look. Yeah, I felt it. I'll give it... Yeah, it was weak shaking. Yeah. It was weak shaking. I didn't really feel it. I'm not a robot. Submit report. I'm doing a public service here. Oh, cool. Cool website, GeoNet. Real cool website. So there we go. Yeah, we just had a... it was 20k deep, so that's very, very deep. And only a 3.7. Psh. Baby earthquake. Well, that was exciting, everyone, wasn't it? A bit of live earthquake action here on Cubecast. Just had a cheeky 3.7. I didn't really notice it, but my wife just texted me about it. Oh, hey, breaking news on our video we were looking at earlier with the WB, the PB scramble that people were getting mad about. Someone has just responded to my comment where I responded to their comment. You see what I mean? So let's just go and check that out. We are all over the place today, everyone. But I kind of love it. I'm embracing the chaos. Oh, where the hell is that comment? I'm going to have to go to studio. Show you how much megabucks I'm making. Not that many. That's how many. No, it's not going to show there. For goodness sake. Sorry, everyone. This is tragic. This is absolutely tragic. Oh, I know how I found it because I searched for WB earlier. That's what I did. Oh, it hasn't loaded that comment yet. Okay, just load some more comments and then look for the one that says world best. Apple FWB. Let's go. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. So our commenter here. So he said, I'm assuming your gender. That's not fair. They said the scramble is a former WB scramble, not yours. And I said, hey, relax. Whose WB was this? I had no idea. Scramble was submitted by someone in chat while we were live. Good response, hey. speedcubing said, I'm not sure, but it was 8 or 9 years ago with a very insane scramble. Well, it is a very insane scramble. Oh, James, GeoNet. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. Okay. That's where we got to with that. We had live responses, live response to the response to the slander. All right, that makes sense, everyone. Right, what have we covered? We were looking at the fresh GAN leaks there. We didn't really learn much, everyone. Sorry. Right, let's go and have a look. You can all have fun searching for that WB on that silly scramble that was submitted by Jaden Mango Cura last week. Let's take a look now at the Tornado V4 video. No, I tell you what. Let's go. Breaking news, everyone. Breaking news. Let's go to SpeedCube Review, whose video I do not have permission to watch, so I'm not going to watch it. But I am just going to check something. Hey, Sean here from SpeedCube Review. Love to hear it. Let's see him. Is he going to yank it apart? But oh, has he got 3 versions? No. He's got 2 versions. Sean, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to get in trouble. If anyone knows Sean personally, here we go. Here we go. I'm just going to watch a tiny bit.
But we do have corner magnets and a corner.
No, there are no predator magnets on the version that he's got either. Okay. Interesting. Nobody has been sent predator magnets. And I can't even get first comment either. I can't believe none of you have been in there getting first. Cool. Oh no, Noah Cubes has said, oh cool, I'm first. I'm going to say, proud of you. On someone else's video. Lol. Okay. That was so SpeedCube Review has released a video about it. Obviously go and check that out. Also, we are going to look at the video from Chi Toys, which is this one here, okay? Woo, let's go. Is that volume too loud? Whoa. This video goes fast, okay? So chill. Tornado V4. Corner piece magnetic adjustment system, okay? The magnetic adjustment system of Tornado V4 has undergone significant changes. Chill. Has undergone significant upgrades, incorporating the adjustment mechanism into the corner pieces. We know this, though, don't we? Moreover, a highly intricate and precise gear transmission system has been designed within these corner pieces. Okay. Enabling simultaneous adjustment. I think we know this stuff. With just one adjustment, the magnetic strength of all 3 faces of the corner can be altered simultaneously. You know what? I'm going to give a little shout out to Chi here. These sentences actually make sense. I think they have got the memo from one guy in the West yelling into the void. And I think they have invested in potentially someone who's first language English helping with their translation. What are we learning? Previously adjusting the magnetic strength of a cube required 24 separate adjustments to complete. Yep, we know that. So now it's just 8 instead of 24. Now it only takes 8 adjustments. My brain's huge, significantly enhancing the convenience of adjusting the pieces. So we know that. Okay, big deal. We know that. You now adjust the magnets in the corners, not in the edges, all right? Great. Love that. What else? Chi? Oh, chill. What else, Chi? Assisted magnetic positioning. I think assisted magnetic positioning. This much must be the predator magnets. Building upon the traditional magnetic position of edges and corners. Building upon the... Yeah, okay, cool. Tornado V4 incorporates an additional small magnet on each side of the original magnets in the edge pieces. Yeah, we've seen this. We've seen this. How do I want to demonstrate this? Maybe I'll just jump into Canva. Hold the line caller. I'm just going to jump into Canva and just click on. That'll do. Fine. Okay, so in a corner piece. Okay. I want a square first of all. Okay, so this is everyone is us looking at the side. This is looking at the side of like the internal edge of what am I trying to say? Corner. Okay, so let's make a corner stock so we can all see it, so we all understand what we're doing. Let's get a nice neat 45. Thank you. Boop. Okay, here we go. This is no wait, it's my edge. So that's cool. I'm gonna just make a little torpedo. That's what we're doing. Something like that. There we go. That's my edge piece. All right. It looks like a corner, but it's not. Okay, it's an edge piece. Chill. And we want some circles here, right? Okay, so here's where we'd normally imagine seeing a circle or a magnet on an edge piece. Okay, with me so far? Here's a little magnet on our edge piece. Wonderful. So this is the outside of the edge piece. This is where it plugs into your cube here. This is an exceptional diagram, and I will not take any notes that aren't amazing. So in the Tornado V4, we also have two other little magnets. One Mia and one oh, bugger off. And one over here. Okay, so that's kind of what the edge looks like in profile and this is some of my finest work to demonstrate what that sort of looks like. So here's where we'd expect the magnet to be, like a magnet capsule. Your old adjustable one in the Tornado V3 used to be here. It's still there, but it's not adjustable, and there are these little fellows, these little noodles sitting right beside it there as well. Okay, so that's what we're talking about now. An additional small magnet on each side of the original magnets in the edge pieces. Oops, wrong page. Within a small angular range, yeah, sure, in that like kind of circle. These extra magnets repel the positioning magnets in the corner. Ooh, they repel the magnets in the corner pieces, actively expanding the positioning range of the cube and increasing the angle of automatic alignment. So this is their automatic alignment tech. Okay, is that satisfactory? Is that satisfactory? I think it is. As an explanation, I think it is. That's what these magnets are for. Okay? They're going to repel the corner to edge magnet. Yes? So it's going to feel snappy. That's going to snap that in, and it's also going to push it away when it comes out. Interesting. Mango, that's what I saw in Max's cube. Okay, so Max has one. Max is the only person that I know of who's got the... What do they call them? The assisted magnetic positioning extra predator magnets. Phase adjusted maglev. I hope you brought your brains, everyone, because this is a lot, okay? This is a lot. The repulsion force between two magnetic rings is altered by changing the distance between them. Sure, that's maglev. Yeah, sure, sure. However, the relationship between the repulsion force and the distance is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble here, everyone, okay? I am in trouble, okay? The relationship between the repulsion force and the distance is inversely proportional to the square of the distance, indicating a what? Non-linear? A non-linear change. Wait, now, was that the issue that magnets were non-linear or linear, or springs were non-linear or linear? I don't know. As a result, It becomes challenging to precisely control the magnetic force when adjusting the distance, thereby complicating the setup process. Okay, here's the problem. Tornado V4 adopts a phase-adjusted maglev system. Oh, what? Instead of varying the distance between the magnetic rings, it alters the repulsion force by changing the direct facing area. What's happening? This method allows for theoretical calculations, as the repulsion force between the rings is a linear function of their direct facing area. I don't know what I'm talking about. Therefore, the change in magnetic force is linear for each adjustment step. The change in magnetic force remains constant. Oh my days, you know what this sounds like? You know what this sounds like to me? Yeah, James, they're translating physics correctly. They're translating physics correctly, but they can't pronounce their own products' names correctly. Or I should say, Chi are translating physics correctly, but GAN cannot translate their product names correctly. Again, GAN, hi, how are you? I am available for some translation consultancy work, if that's a thing you're interested in. I charge a lot, all right? Lots of money. Oh, here we go. Mango is offering to jump on stream to try and explain it. Yeah, let's do it. I've got everything set up. Why not? Let's do it. Let's have another impromptu guest appearance from Jaden. Let me find Jaden's PFP. Where is it? Yeah, I'm down for that, Jaden, if you are. If I can find your message. Where are you? Hold on, everyone. Jaden, there we go. If I'm ready to go, if you are, I'm ready to go. If you are, I'll send you a message to that expect, because there's a delay. I'm ready to go if you are. Physics correspondent Jaden is ready to explain what on earth our man is. That Jim? Is that Jim Zhu? Is that who this is? Is that Jim? There's no description added here. Jaden's ready. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's do it, Jaden. We're adding Jaden to the stream. I am just gonna. Where's the pop out button? Pop out. There we go. And then I want to hit. Yo, right. Physics correspondent Jaden is ready to go. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on a minute. I gotta get the right screen. Where am I? There we are. Okay, Jaden. What the hell did we just watch?
From my understanding, and physics was not my best subject. I'll make that very clear. But from what my understanding is that typical like maglev, essentially you have two magnets and they get closer and closer together.
Sure.
And the effect is like exponential. So if you were to look on a graph, and you would see like how the strength is affected, it would be more like a curve.
Yeah, non-linear.
So,
yeah, we saw him talking about that. Yeah.
Right. And so what Chi's doing is essentially the magnets are like offset pretty much. Okay. And they stay at one distance from my understanding, and that they just get closer and closer like over each other, which makes it more linear.
Okay. And the idea there is to make it more like a spring.
Essentially, I believe so.
Cool.
It makes it so the effect is not as like insanely affected. So like whereas setting 1 and setting 8 would have a very big difference in feel, setting 1 8 is going to feel not as extreme. It should make it a little bit easier to adjust your cube, because stuff. That's what Chi's doing. Yeah. I don't know exactly why they're doing it. I think having it be more exponential gives you more range, unless they determined that having a bigger range like that is just not useful, which Maybe for some people it really isn't.
Maybe.
I know for me, I don't set my maglev all the way to setting 8 on my tornadoes. So my tornadoes, they're set at like 5 or 6. So
yeah, it seems like an awful lot of work to replicate something that already exists, which is a spring, potentially.
pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it just makes it like it acts similar to a spring, but like it's smoother, less
Okay.
wear and tear, I guess.
Less
You know,
friction.
does make it a little bit faster. So
Yeah. James is here now in the comments in the chat saying it means the difference between 1 and 2 will be the same as between 7 and 8.
yes, that's a good way of explaining
That's a
it.
very
Yeah.
good way of explaining it.
Yeah.
Very nice, James. Like that a lot. I struggle with this. Isn't a spring's not exactly linear though, is it? Is it the same tension?
I have no idea.
Like a compressed...
I didn't do springs in my physics class, so
I don't know. Hey, right, James. Whereas normally you probably couldn't have the steps be a meaningful distance at one end of the range without making the difference too large on the other end. Okay, I think I see what you mean. I still don't understand why or how. I don't know. What was I trying? I've forgotten what I was trying to say there. It's an awful lot, isn't it? I think I'm spring biased though. I'm spring pilled, you know?
yeah.
So I struggle to think why they've put so much effort into, unless I'm just, because I'm so spring pilled, I just haven't done enough experience with maglev.
Maybe. I mean, like, the thing for me is I like the feel of cubes with a spring, but I perform better with ones with maglev.
Oh,
So-
wow, okay.
Yeah. It kind of sucks because it's like using a cube that I don't totally 100% like. But I mean, obviously, at least for me, maglev is offering, better performance in some way. So
Okay. James coming in again with some big physics brain. Springs are linear. Hooke's law, he's saying in the chat there as well. Hooke's law. Okay, sure. Hooke's law, I'm going to take your word on that, James, because I've Googled so much today and been on so many tangents that I'm worried that this stream, there's a good chance it might never end. So that's, are you going down that road? Are you looking for Hooke's law?
yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's directly talking about springs and how like force is proportional to the extension of the spring, which I guess could also apply to the compression of a spring as well.
Greg in the chat is also Googling hard. Springs are linear in the shape that we use them. If we used cone-shaped springs, they would be non-linear. And I think if you think of a car spring, they've got like quite tight coils at the top, then loose coils, then tight coils again. So
Right.
there maybe that's when you get a non-linear thing. Okay, interesting. Gosh, we've learned a lot about springs and physics today, everyone. Hey, what a time to be alive. Thank you so
Dude,
much,
I've been
Jaden.
out of school for so long. I don't
I
want
know.
to be learning new stuff.
Speed equals distance over time. I'm fairly confident, but that's about all I've got. Jaden, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate you. All right, cool. We are going to crack on with something. Okay, this is kind of creepy now, because I looked at this video this morning, and then I looked in the comments. Okay. And I saw something that made me laugh. First of all, here, let's see if I can zoom in. This is I guess how you get a shout out. This guy 3 days ago, I see you, speedcube NZ, with 5 likes. How many of these did I see? There were so many. Biff horrific here before speedcube NZ. Hi, speedcube NZ. These are all from days ago. And it made me laugh so much this morning when I saw it. So yeah, I appreciate that. That is how to get my attention and how to get a free shout out, I suppose, by trying to preempt the videos that I'm going to look at. Ben, I love the Mango Cuber guest star segments. You should make them a regular part of the show. Physics correspondent Jaden joining us live from Nevada. Swagrid gonna start commenting here before speedcube NZ under my own videos. I'm gonna start commenting them under any video that I don't see it on. Here before speedcube NZ. That's the new meta. First is done. Being proud of you for being first. It's about being there before speedcube NZ. That's the new meta, everyone. Okay, I think that was Tornado V4 Tech. I have not had a message back from Antoine, but I think he's chill. I think he'll be cool with me taking a look at his video, because this is important, everyone. This is the hold on a minute. I'm really hungry, and I can't type and talk at the same time. Yeah, this is the video we want to watch. Okay, so this is, I think I might need to turn the volume down just a little bit on this. This is the Aosu V7. Antoine has the fancy versions of the Aosu. Aosu, not Aosu. Aosu 4x4 V7. One of them has 160 magnets in them. This 4x4 has more magnets in it than a Qi clock. All right? What version of the future are we living in here? Nikocado Avocado skinny now, and Mr. Beast's being cancelled, and there's 160 magnets in this 4x4, right? Moyu are 2 steps ahead, all right? Moyu are 2 steps ahead here. Right. Let's watch the video. That's what we're going to do, isn't it? I want theater mode. Yeah, let's give you that, hey? Let's give you that. Let me know how the volume is. It's difficult for me to monitor this.
In this video, I have the very newest 4x4. So in a previous video, I showed.
Let me know if that's loud enough, if you can hear Antoine.
Double tracked, 112 magnets. Now this one here is triple tracked, so 3 tracked, UV coated 160 magnets.
Come on now.
We're gonna give this an unboxing.
Where are they? Where are these 160 magnets?
Compared to the other version.
Absolutely appalling.
Out of the box, we can give it a try and compare it with the other version.
I mean, not super easy to tell, but it looks pretty good.
Something on my finger here. Okay.
Oh, dang, that one's quick.
This one feels a little bit crisper, I would say, compared to this one here.
Less crispy. That one's broken in.
And the inner layers.
What I'm mostly looking forward to is seeing inside these things.
Strange. So I have not really done much breaking in or solving with this one, with the double track version.
So that's the that's the double track with the
So
118 or whatever.
To compare it. Interesting. So it seems to have outer layers.
It has outer layers so far, is what we've learned.
That are a little bit more crispy kind of feeling to it.
So a bit more crisp is the information we're getting.
Feels a little bit higher as well, which could have something to do with the fact that it has 160 instead of 112 magnets.
Now he's saying magnet strength feels stronger.
Softer feel compared to this triple track version. Now let's see if I can get it apart. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that, but I'm really curious to see what this triple track looks like.
Yes, King.
Compared to the double track.
Rip it open. Let me see them guts. What is this music?
Alright, so now I've got both cubes disassembled, and let's go and see what the differences are. So on the left, I have the triple track, and on the right, I have the double track. So looking at the corners, where I would expect there to be obvious differences, there does not seem to be any.
Okay, well, what are we seeing here? What are we seeing here, everyone? We are seeing obviously core magnets. So we do have that. But we knew that. Hey, we already knew that. We could have worked that out on our own, I think.
Let's look at the edges.
Right, what cube doesn't? Where's the third track?
Centers. Let's see. Either, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm a little bit confused as to what this actually means.
Same. Where's the triple track?
Here. And I don't see any noticeable differences either, which is interesting given the differences in the cube itself.
Oh.
And I don't see.
Okay, what I can see are magnets. Magnets in here. Now, they must be connecting to edge pieces. Hey. They must be connecting to edge pieces, I'm pretty sure. This one does not seem to have them.
Any noticeable difference?
This one doesn't seem to have them. I'm not seeing any magnet shadows in there. Okay,
either,
let's move on.
Which is interesting given the differences.
Mango saying the magnets in the corner feet seem to be longer on one than the other. Yeah,
itself.
potentially. Yeah, they
Feeling
did look a
cube,
bit
that is.
goofed.
So I suspect it might have something to do with the core. I don't know. Looking at the edge here, it could be that there are no magnets in this version.
I think he's onto it.
Look here.
Whoa, we're getting right in. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, we are getting right in.
Edge pieces. I would say that is definitely the difference between the two. So
What the hell is that one for? What on earth is that one for? So this one was on the outside face. This one, what the hell is that butting up against? I need a 4x4. I need a 4x4. Wait, I'm gonna take mine apart. I need some music. Get out of there. Alright, I'm getting there, everyone. Don't worry. It is happening in the background. I'm going to grab a little guts piece out of my... No, I don't want to grab a guts piece out. But, so, I use a stickered MGC4 because I'm super based. No, you can't see it. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to pop my own 4x4 for goodness sake. Never mind. I've built a couple of them. Okay, so there are magnets on the outside here, which I think are going to attach to edge pieces, but there are magnets on this face, right? On that side. Why, there's so many hairs in here. There's magnets on the side there, and what attaches to the magnets on the side? Okay. So, assuming that it's like an MGC4, so that is going to attract in this deeper internal layer between these two pieces. Okay? Mango Cuber dancing in the chat. I was right. Vindication. I knew there would be magnets in there. Congratulations on your validation there, Mango Cuber. What's up, Reggie Cubes? Welcome along. So yeah, it's going to be connecting this way magnetically, and it's also going to be connecting that way, which, if I just apply my tiny smooth lizard brain for a second, that's going to be really apparent in center moves, right? When we're moving center inside slices. There's a term that I'm not using correctly there, but you know what I mean. You know, an outer slice, an inner slice. There's going to be a really noticeable, strong magnetic feel, surely, in that inner slice.
the double track version does not have any magnets in the edges, as you can see.
So double track doesn't have any of that guff. There's 4 versions of this cube. There's 4 versions. There's 4 versions. So this is the triple track. The triple track has magnets all inside it.
And the triple track here does have magnets.
And double track
And
doesn't.
in fact, seems to have 2 magnets.
What the hell is the single track? Maybe this. Well, what does the double track have that the single track doesn't? Would be my
One
question.
here, and one in here as well. So there we have it. It seems like the difference between these two is the number of magnets in the edges. If I do a quick calculation, the triple track has 48 magnets more.
48 magnets more better.
Additional 4 per edge, 12 edges, then that would make perfect sense. So it seems like that's exactly what they are referring to when they say double track or triple track. It just means that there are magnets or not in the edges, and the rest is exactly the same.
Well, what's single track? Because I know there's a like a single track, like a standard version as well.
So I will end this video here. At the beginning, you saw that
So
it
curious.
feels a little bit different. So the triple track, I would say, is a bit more crispy.
Obviously, it's
And the
UV.
double track a little bit more smooth.
And it's MoU, so there's
And
going to be a
the
UV
magnets feel a little
option.
bit lighter on the double.
Are they just going to do double track UV frosted and triple track UV and frosted? I wonder. I wonder. And what will the markup be on that? What will the markup be on that UV coating this time? I wonder, everyone. Time will tell. Wait, it's what the hell? Today's the 12th. No, today's the 13th in New Zealand. This comes out tomorrow. in your time, because you're probably watching this in the US. This cube is less than 24 hours away, so we're going to find out very, very soon. Mango saying maybe single track isn't ball core. Maybe. Did we see an actual ball core in there? I mean, there must be. He held one up to the camera, didn't he? Yeah, okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Right. We're really doing some junior detective stuff here, everyone. Oh, there it is. It absolutely is. That is 100% a ball core. There it is. There it is. Single track. Could potentially just be edge-to-edge magnets, edge-to-corner magnets, standard magnetic. Double track is that plus ball core. We know that double track has the corner-to-core magnets. Triple track has all of that noise plus those secret magnets for extra edge magnetization inside the little bits in there. That's not a bad theory. All right, here we go. Here's my call. Here's my call. Single track. These are the 4 versions. I'm calling it right now, and I'll get this information from my supplier very, very soon. Single track. Edge to corner magnets. Double track. Frosted. Double track. Edge to corner magnets and corner to core magnets. Frosted. Triple track. Edge to corner magnets. Corner to core magnets. Plus invisible edge magnets. Frosted. And a triple track UV. I'm calling it. I am calling it. James, are they using track as a filler word now? I think it's just another bad translation, potentially. Moyu, if you're watching, hi, how you going? My name's Mike. I would love to assist you for an extortionate rate in your English translations. Thank you. Okay, cool. Well, I have really put myself out for a number of different jobs today, everyone. And we've got a physicist in residence. 2 actually. I mean, if you can, James is definitely the physicist in residence. Jaden is our physics correspondent today. That's been fun. Okay, I think we're probably done for the day. Hey, all that remains to say is go and buy some stuff from speedcubeshop.com and use code Cubecast. Save 5%. Really helps me out. Really helps you out. And go to Cubing Life Academy as well. Our man Antoine there, putting on incredible courses. Him, Tommy Cherry, Ben. I always forget Ben's last name. And the other guy, Patrick Ponce. They're all doing courses over there. You can save 5% on one of those with code Cubecast. You can also use code Cubecast if you're in Australia and New Zealand. You can use it at speedcube.co.nz to buy cubes from me. You can also buy Cube Sauce, my lube there. And you can go to lastly at cubing.com to buy shirts. And all sorts of merch and cool stuff there. My little Cube clothing brand that I've got there. Mango, I majored in music, not physics. Same. I'm real good at like wavelengths and, you know, acoustics. But not actual functional physics. So I can tell you real cool stories about the resonant frequency of like your shower cubicle or a glass. But springs and maglev, not so much. Right, we've done a lot today, everyone. We spoke to Matthew Mayernick, didn't we? We addressed the drama with my recent PB video. We played some chess. We'll have to check in on chess before we log out here. We had a look at the very silly competition, which has now disappeared. So that's very interesting. That seems to be a progressing story live while it's happening. We saw some, we looked at the Aosu V7 fancy versions. We looked at the fresh GAN leaks. We looked at the Tornado V4 tech. And we've been streaming for nearly 2 hours now. Quite frankly, I'm absolutely sick of the sight of all of you. So I'm going to go because I'm hungry. Let's check in on chess.com. John so far has not responded. Coward. Yeah, no, I've only got one active game. I'm gonna have a lot more active games, I can tell, very, very soon. Where's my game with John gone? I can't find it. Play. I've only got one that's active. Oh, here's John's game here. Look, yeah, no, he's not responded to my strong, confident, just, dominating king to e2. He's probably in tears somewhere. He can't come back from this. Surely I've got him on the ropes now, everyone. So that was fun. I really enjoyed that. Maybe we'll have some more. Maybe we'll have some more chess, some groupthink chess chat in the future. Who knows? Thank you so much for being around. I am now going to go and eat. Gosh, I'm hungry. All right. Peace, everyone. I appreciate you all and the time you spend here on the live chat. Remember, if you want to support the channel, you can sign up to become an official Timmy. $3 US a month, I think it is, something like that, and you can get access to all my videos straight away. And I'm trying to get to 8 so that I can then have you like highlighted at the top of the channel, and we can start doing some members only stuff. I need some members before we start doing the members only stuff. Otherwise, it's just me in a room with like one other person, and that's quite intense. So yeah, we'll get there. Let's say 8, and then we'll start doing some members only bits and pieces. But for now, love your work, everyone. Watch my videos, share my videos, like my videos. Bye.